There's no business like show business for our next guest. From sketch shows to quiz shows, from classical music to kids' TV, there's seemingly nothing he can't do. His first ever one-man show, all mouth and some trousers, starts in November, and here to tell us all about it is the force of nature himself, Alexander Armstrong.
Morning, Alexander.
Good morning. Lovely to be here.
How much of that anecdote could you maybe say out loud on the radio?
Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. A friend of mine, beautiful morning, like this morning, decides he's going to drive to work. He's working at the BBC TV Centre.
Yep.
Thinks, I've got my open-top car, which was made for mornings like this.
Yes, it was.
And down he skips into his car, and off he sets. And he's halfway along the Westway, the flyover, as you know, across West London, when the traffic suddenly gets really bad. And he's thinking, I badly need a wee. But he's thinking, it's fine, I'll be in 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, he hasn't moved at all. There's an accident or something like that. And he's thinking, I've got to do something about this. I've got to do something about this. And then 20 minutes after that, he's right, I really have to. This is now really uncomfortable. Yep. There's a coach just behind him there.
No.
Full of school children.
Different level.
And there he is. And he's thinking, what am I going to do? Open top car, sun beating down. He reaches for the petrol can in the air. Now there's a physics thing that comes into play here, because he manages to engineer it for the petrol can,
good.
And there's a build up of air.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh no!
There's an airlock sort of thing because he's so
no.
And his manoeuvre. Even if nobody'd noticed to start with, their eye was caught by the.
Well, there you are. There's a story. What kind of open-top car was it?
I don't know.
Back to the car. I'm like,
because that's the interesting bit.
What is this tram stack?
Yeah, right.
What's the year? Was it circa when?
I should think it's. Oh, I don't know. Let's say it was one of those nice Mercedes, sort of SL. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
What year are we talking about?
What time? I see. Right. This is probably about. I don't know, in the days of TV Centre, so probably about 5 years ago.
All right, and is he a retro kind of guy, or would he be a modern convertible?
Retro. I think a retro kind of guy. We've gone down a car route.
Of course
here.
we have. We're bound to. We're bound to. But the thing is, as long as it wasn't a cabriolet, I don't have an issue. Yesterday after the show, Billy Connolly came in for an interview. I know, Alexander, I know 1,000 no's. I'm with you all the way. Yeah. He is it. He is it. There's Robin Williams and there's him, and they were best mates, and they went about their business in a very similar fashion because neither of them ever wrote a routine, ever. Billy Connolly never wrote a routine. Can you imagine that? He used to go on tours. His gigs were between 3 and 4 hours long, and he had a shopping list of 8 to 10 subjects, which were one-word subjects, and he went on world tours with this. And Robin Williams did similar, and they just started to talk. He'd often forget where he was. He didn't do encores, but if he said, well, if I thought it was going well, I'd do another hour. You know. He said, I remember in New Zealand, it was 11:30. I said, shall we go until tomorrow? And there's a massive cheer. And then we went on. And then there was a big bong, and we thought there was an explosion, but it was the town bell striking midnight, and the audience went crazy. And this was without a script. How come, Eddie Tubman Morris, you know Alexander Armstrong?
We were at MTV together when the M in MTV stood for music and not mediocre reality shows. And so it was Armstrong and Miller. They did a show called So 90s, and I'm not the type to blow smoke up. It was the funniest thing on TV at that time. It was the absolute funniest thing, certainly on MTV. It had me in tears. You did what was it? The nude vets or something?
We did a nude. I'd forgotten that on MTV. Of course we did.
Yes. You and I, we were the only people with the eggs to go naked on MTV.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the 90s, that was huge fun. I remember nearly nothing about it.
Which is excellent, because if you did, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
Because if you were involved in anything exciting in the 90s to do with music and the zeitgeist, then you can't remember it. Those are the rules, and if you do, you claim to have Sean Ryder on the other day. No, you didn't yet. The real Sean Ryder is in Denton in a cupboard, and he's been there since about 7:10, January the 13th, 1996, when he got banned from ever broadcasting TFI Friday live ever again, on Channel 4. We were never allowed to be live after one Sean Ryder interview. How much damage can a 7-minute interview do to a legendary show? And Sean Ryder is still cited in the, what is it called? You know, you have the big Bible for a channel. What is it called? The Constitution of Channel 4, and they have one, and it's about 400 pages long, and Sean Ryder is still named that by name, and he's the only human being ever to be named by name in one of these particular documents for a broadcast channel, and he is never allowed ever to be on any programme on that channel live again until he dies. After that, it's fine.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show with Sky.